All right, top of the day, family. How y'all doing? Coach John here. We're gonna go over self-myofascial relief or foam rolling for the beginner. So, got my foam rollers. This is about 8 inches. They come in longer varieties, but I like this one. It's foam padded on the inside and it's hard plastic on the inside for stability. So, first, let's talk about lactic acid buildup. Lactic acid buildup is when your body builds up all of this energy, and the lactic acid is the residual of that energy as you're working out. So as you're intensifying your workouts, the lactic acid that's left behind, it's what causes the soreness in your muscles because it's built up so much energy in them. You have to break it down or it has to go somewhere else. So to release all of that energy or that lactic acid buildup, you can use foam rollers or tennis balls. A lot of people use tennis balls for like smaller joints and deeper tissue muscles. So in short, lactic acid is caused by exercising, intensive exercises, and you get the residual from the leftover energy that your body has created. So to get that released, like I said, we're going to use a foam roller. So there are many different ways to use a foam roller. A lot of people isolate each extremity, or if you don't have time, you can go ahead and start doing both extremities. So just for time purposes, we're going to start with both extremities, starting from the ground up or the furthest or the most distal joint or muscle. So we're going to start with the calves. So legs straight out, and you're just going to roll, find your pivot, and just roll 5 iterations, 5 to 10 iterations. One iteration is one back and forth. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's all about hinging your hips as well. So having that stability back here with your hands and having the hinging in your hips will really allow you to get that full range of motion as you're rocking back and forth. So those are the calves. Next extremity or next level would be the hamstrings. Hamstrings are posterior, quads are anterior. So I like to isolate my quads, roll back and forth. One from your knee up to your butt, the bottom of your butt, or the crest of your hips. And you can rotate your leg in and out to get that surface area of your leg, because some people, they have larger leg muscles, so you can rotate your leg in or rotate it outward, whichever you feel like it, until you feel that stretch and you start releasing, getting that lactic acid out of your system. Starts to smooth out. All right, next are going to be the glutes. Like I said, we're working the way up. We did the calves, hamstrings. Now we're doing the glutes. The glutes are kind of tricky because the glutes muscles run perpendicular to the midline, so they go left and right. In order to get those muscles, you're going to have to pivot just a little bit to get those muscles, because the striations, like I said, they go, if you're looking at it, they go east and west from your spine. And to get that nice roll, you may have to lean a little bit to the left on your side and get that going. Now you're going to alternate to the right side to get both of the glutes. Like I said, the glute muscles, they go from left to right, east to west. If you're looking at the midline or looking at the spine, it goes from left to right. All right, so that's the glutes. Next, we're going to move to the mid back, the mid to upper back. Like I mentioned, there's not enough muscle tissue down in your lower back. It's more the spine exposed. So what I like to do is start your mid back. Your mid back can be the bottom of your shoulder blades, scapulas, all the way up to the base of your spine or the base of your neck. So you're hinging your hips up, mid back. This is where I know my range of motion is here, and we just roll back up to the base of the spine. Like I said, 5 iterations will get you a nice release for that lactic acid. Excuse me. And so you won't overuse that muscle and create more stress on that muscle. All right. So that is the posterior. So the posterior, we started with the calves. Still in the posterior, we got the hamstrings. Then we moved our way up to the glutes. Lastly, we started on the mid back and work our way up to the base of our spine. So now we're going to work on the anterior. Anterior is going to be the quads, the quadriceps. Like I said, you can roll these at the same time, but I like to isolate because as I'm rolling my left leg, I'm also getting a nice stretch on my right leg as well. So starting with the foam roller above the knee, and we're going to roll backwards till we hit the crease in our hips. So top of the knee, crease of our hips. Top of the knee, crease in the hips. Top of the knee, crease in the hips. Now, if you feel yourself or your leg just angling outwards, that's just your body tracing the foam roller rather than you moving the foam roller to trace your body. So it's natural. You come out just with a little curvature. Actually, it's a nice stretch. There you go. I also like to do the the anterior. The adductors and the abductors on the anterior side. So here we're stretching, we're opening up our hips, and we're still foam rolling our thighs, but the inner thigh, which is, like I said, the abductors, the abductors, and the adductors. So you're on the foam roller, rolling left to right, east to west, 5 on each side. Here you have to find your range of motion because some of us, we have tight hips and you don't want to overstretch your hips and then you pull that groin muscle. So be careful, be mindful of this exercise or this stretch range of motion. You have to find your own range of motion. Don't go too fast. All right, we'll switch sides. Again, you're posting foam roller on the inside of your thighs. And you're going to roll to the crease of your groin, finding your own range of motion and sticking with it. Gradually increase, putting pressure. So the amount of pressure you can put on any stretch is the lowest you can get onto the ground. So a good rule of thumb, if you're high like this, you're not putting that much of pressure. But once you get low and you're putting your body weight, most of your body weight on the foam roller, you're really putting a lot of pressure on it. So gradually add pressure to your muscle. Try not to irritate or agitate that muscle even further than the lactic acid buildup that you're trying to release through the self-myofascial relief. That's all I got for today. I hope that this video helps you out with your foam rolling and allow you to get more comfortable with getting on your foam roller. Like I said, I swear by this thing. This is something that I've had for about, I want to say almost 2 years. Same one, still held up. I like it. It's dope. Highly recommend it to everybody that I train. So the days that you don't see me, you should be on this or whenever you have the time, but I highly recommend it. That's all I got for today, man. Southern Bred Fitness, Coach John. I'm out.